check it out. Look, there's a dog in the water, surrounded by crocodiles. And a man is leaning over, and he has a jacket in his hand. And he's trying to save the dog from being eaten alive. So what do you guys think? Is that a good idea? Should he be helping the dog? Raise your hand if you think he should help the dog. Okay, now, raise your hand if he should let the crocodiles eat the dog. Raise your hand if you think that the crocodiles have a right to eat. Most of you think that you have a right to eat meat, so what's the difference? Why wouldn't you let the crocodiles eat the dog? They're hungry too. They have to go home too and take care of their babies. What's the difference? What is the difference? Seriously, try to think about it. Tap into it. What does a dog have that's different than a pig? Dogs and pigs, they have the same intellectual ability. Dogs actually are apparently not even as smart as pigs. So intellect shouldn't have anything to do with it. Just like we know that if somebody is not as smart as somebody else in society, we don't just decide, oh, well, we're going to eat those people, right? We take care of one another. And we should be taking care of all of the animals to the best of our ability. Now, don't get me wrong. I have a dog, actually, that looks a lot like that. And I would never want a crocodile to eat her. It would break my heart. But why is that? Just because she happens to live with me and I got attached to her, does that mean that I should care more about her? Or should we try to open our hearts to everyone? So that's why I decided to start giving my dog vegan food, because I realized that she can do it. I didn't know at first. Okay, here's the story. In 2016, I became vegan. After a long story, I'll tell you that another time. But in 2016, June 27th, I became vegan. And then I kept giving my dog non-vegan food. I kept buying her food like all of you do to your dog, with your dogs. And then somebody said to me, you know, you're not really vegan if you're feeding your dog all these dead animals in this kibble. And I said, but she looks like a wolf. I have to feed her meat, don't I? And they're like, nope. I'm like, okay. So then I found some vegan dog food, which looks exactly the same as any dog food that you give. I just add a little bit of water to it, and that's it. She's been vegan since August 2016. Isn't that cool? So you see, this dog can be veganized, we'll say it that way. I can be veganized, and you can be veganized, but here's the real cool thing. You ready? You were born vegan. Yes, you were. You were born vegan. When you came out of your mom, you never wanted to see a pig and hurt the pig. You wanted to see the pig so you could pet the pig and play with the pig. If a pig and an apple were in the same room, it would never occur to you to try to bite into the pig. Pick any animal. It would never occur to you. A turkey, a chicken, would you want to intuitively grab that animal and shove it in your mouth? No. Not cats or dogs. You know, they eat cats and dogs in some places in China. What's the difference between that and a lamb or a pig? You know, they kill pigs at 6 months old. They put them in gas chambers, just like they used to put the Jews in gas chambers. It is wrong. It is evil. We shouldn't be doing that. Now watch this. This woman, the dog in the water, she screams, oh my God! Listen. Oh my God! She screams, oh my God. Now why is she screaming, oh my God? Because she doesn't want to see death in front of her. But she probably goes home and pays somebody money to murder cows for her when she wants a burger. And she probably pays people to put pigs in gas chambers, or sometimes they boil them on water, sometimes they slit their necks. Pigs, 6 months old only. So she can have bacon, or ham, or sausage. Weird, isn't it? I mean, it's just weird. I think it's weird. Now what about this guy? He's going to try to save this animal, but then what? What's he going to do? He's going to be like, yeah, I'm such a hero. I saved this dog. And then he's going to go home and murder a bunch of other animals or pay people to do it for him. Here's the thing. Animals are not objects to be used by us at all, ever. So let's see what happens in this video. Now my dog Bella looks a lot like that, and I can't, it was so hard for me to watch this. Like, look, if you look at the alligator or crocodile, whatever, on the bottom there, just the mouth is like super close to the tail. Look! It's absolutely nerve-wracking. And then the dog hangs on. And the man is just like putting his all into that to bring the dog up. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Oh my God. It's amazing, isn't it? We don't want animals to die. We just don't. Look, God up there fucked up designing this planet. The way it should have been designed is that there would be no carnivores. Everybody would just eat plants, like the elephants eat plants. And the giraffes eat plants. And the bison eat plants. You know how big those animals are? Pigs eat plants, cows eat plants, chickens eat grains and plants lying around. You know, there's no reason for us to hurt other animals. Why? Why did God make lions to go in there and murder these poor zebras? They did nothing wrong. So you're thinking to yourself, so there. That's why I can eat pigs and chickens and cows and turkeys and ducks. And no, that's not a reason. Because what we as a society do to animals is torture them from the moment that they are born till the moment that they die, because we put them in these terrible places which are like Holocaust-like conditions. They are like Auschwitz. Factory farms are hell on earth. The animals don't get to see the sunlight. It is dark in there. They're crowded in there. They don't get to do their normal behaviors at all. Whereas look, these crocodiles, they're not taking the dogs and putting them on these factory farms for a long time, months, and confining them. They're not taking cows like we do, forcefully masturbating them, taking their sperm, inserting it into a female, and then when the baby is born, taking the baby away, if he's a boy, and slitting his throat, and then making him into jackets and shoes and handbags, and then stealing the milk that belonged to him. Crocodiles, alligators don't do that. And neither do lions. You see? For them, it is a quick death and that's it. Not a lifetime of suffering. But my point is this. It is not right anyway to take these animals away from their natural habitat, no matter how well you treat them. It's just wrong to murder if you don't have to, and we don't have to. That's the good news. You can be vegan from now on, and you can start today. Look, I have this. Here's this for you. Happy Vegan Declaration Day. It could be your day. It really could. How many of my videos have you watched by now? Come on. You know, it takes 100 clicks to become vegan. You got to get the message in your head that it's totally fine. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics has clearly stated you can be vegan at any stage of development. Babies, you can be vegan. Teenagers, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, lawyers, white people, dark people, everyone can be vegan. Even pregnant mothers and lactating mothers, everyone can be vegan. Because veganism is about the animals and cutting down all of the use of animal products to the best of your ability. You can all do that. So, yes, look, Happy Vegan Declaration Day. Write down the date today. Write it on a little post-it note or some paper you see lying around. Right? Write it down. And just write this, Happy Vegan Declaration Day. And at the end, write your name. Okay? And the date. Put it on your fridge. You're going to be so proud of yourself. Okay, it doesn't mean that from now on, like, you can't, let's say, finish the stuff in your fridge. Okay, you can do that. It doesn't mean you have to throw out your leather shoes this second. Or if you have a car with leather seats, they have to throw them out right away, throw it out. You don't. It just means that you declare Happy Vegan Declaration Day today, and that's the day that going forward you will never open your wallet, give out your credit card, or give out money to pay somebody to hurt other animals for you ever again. And for those of you who keep writing me and telling me that my tie is silk, no, it's not. And my sweater is not wool. Okay, vegans do not pay people to hurt animals for them. They don't go to SeaWorld because they think it's wrong to take the whales out of the ocean and put them in these tiny swimming pools, and the dolphins. They think it's wrong. Vegans don't go to circuses because they think it's wrong to exploit animals and put them, like the tigers. You know, they put them in this environment that's not natural at all. They take them away from their homes and their families, and then they force them to jump through these loops of fire. It's insane. Or they ride on these elephants because they've broken their spirit over gears. And the poor elephants are trapped there, and it's like a lifetime of absolute hell. We cannot keep doing this to animals. Animals are not objects to be used by us. So I'm asking you to be brave and kind. Okay? To be kind, be vegan, start now. And you have to also be brave, because I know it's not easy. I mean, I see you guys, how mean you are. You attack me constantly, but personally I don't give a fuck. But when you're attacking other people, it's not right. But you people out there who have a sensitive heart, when you become vegan, it's true. People are going to be pretty mean. But you just sit up straight and you roll up your sleeves and you say, oh yeah? Come on, bring it on. I got all the arguments against what you're doing. I'm in the right. I'm on the right side of history. Not you people who pay to hurt animals. And you all know it. Everyone who presses dislike on this video, you all feel guilty deep down because you know it's wrong. If there's a grocery store nearby, you can be vegan. Now let's watch this again because it's fun to watch the dog being vegan. Isn't it great to see the dog being saved? Honestly, we all like it. We don't want to hurt animals. It is not in our nature to hurt animals. But the alligators and the crocodiles, they can't help it. They don't have moral agency like we do. We have a choice. We have a grocery store nearby. We can put veggies, fruits, nuts, and seeds in our shopping carts because peace begins on our plate. So we need to open up our hearts to the animals. All right? All right. So it takes 100 clicks to become vegan. Maybe you're here for the first time, you never met me before, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? So you just got 1 click. Maybe. Okay? But maybe you've been here for ages and you just got your 99th or your 100th click and you're so close, or you're going to be vegan after this. I know that every day you guys give me messages and you tell me that at least somebody became vegan that day, which is great. And often it's many more than just one. So that's why I know it's right for me to be here. I'm happy to be here. And I just want to give you a little hint here. Go and watch howdoigovegan.com, or go to that site rather. It's a site so you can read all about what happens to the animals, and you can, all the answers are there to questions that you might ask. You're like, I don't know what to say if somebody says this to me. Everything's there, and there's recipes. There's some beautiful pictures of wonderful food. It's a great resource. All right, that's one thing. So thank you so much for being here. And if you don't understand everything about the animals, here's another documentary you should watch. Memorize this. Take a screenshot. WatchDominion.com. 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 Don't worry, stay calm. WatchDominion.com. Look, I'm trying anything to try to get you to memorize this and watch it. Look, I'll even put it super close to you guys. See? WatchDominion.com. Memorize it and go and watch this documentary. It is undercover footage filmed by all kinds of people, vegans who cared deeply about the animals, and they were sobbing their eyes out while they were filming. The least you can do is go in and educate yourself and know what's going on. Okay? So last thing, why love one but eat the other? Right? Why love the dog but then go home and pay someone to kill a pig for you? Don't do it. Go and Google healthy vegan recipes. Okay, everything's on the internet. Everything you need to know about how to be vegan is there. Here's another one. Reason to stop eating eggs. Because they murdered these baby boy chicks. If they're boys, they murder them because they'll never be able to lay eggs. They actually put them in this giant blender and they turn it on. It is gut-wrenching. It's horrible. My only regret is that I didn't become vegan earlier. I really regret it. I feel like shit. I should have become vegan earlier, and that's why I'm here, to try to convince you to do that so you won't feel like me. You'll feel better and proud of yourself and like you're not a hypocrite. Okay? All right. Thanks a lot for being here, everyone. Coming up on the screen are going to be a bunch of other videos. Go ahead and click on them. Subscribe to this channel. Press the notification bell and help me get the animals out of hell. All right? And by the way, the videos that are going to be on the screen, click on them and look around the site. I've done more than 1,000 videos. There's so much to look at. Sometimes I'm singing. Sometimes I'm dancing. Sometimes I'm giving people shit. Sometimes I'm being nice and showing amazing vegan athletes or activists. All kinds of stuff. I review Facebook groups, everything. You're going to learn so much. So hang out with me. All right? Thank you so much, and give yourself a big hug. You deserve a hug because I know you're trying. I know you're trying. I know it's not easy. But think of the animals and it becomes a lot easier. All right? Thanks a lot for being here. Bye, everyone.